Well, hello YouTube, back in the shop again. Oh my goodness. Finally actually gonna be doing there's some ProSeal. You can only imagine what that's gonna lead to. Some little bit of acetone, some alcohol. Got my bench set up over here with all the parts. We've got the fuel tank prepped, ready to go. I still got to do a little bit more cleaning. I got some more alcohol and everything. I've got some mech that I'll get this side over here wiped down with and such. But yeah, so back in the shop actually working on airplane stuff today. So that's going to be an exciting time and everything. Yeah, still got a little bit of mess, but hey, we'll work around it. Still got some containers that need to be put up over there and everything. So we'll get those done and everything. But today I want to get some pro sealing done and get some of that work done. So you guys know the routine. If you're here, you know this plane is not going to build itself. So I have to get back to work. All right, here we go. So we got everything laid out. Got the ProSeal there. Got my box of popsicle sticks. Got my other popsicle sticks. It's very important. I'm using a new camera here, so I'm still learning. So box of large popsicle sticks. I don't know why the tape measure's here. Got my acetone instead of the mech. Got my ProSeal disposable gun set up, or tube cap for that. Everything is in here. Everything is laid out. Here's my ProSeal. It is a 10-to-1. Got my scale set up and everything. And my rivets. Actually, I'll put my rivets over here because they kind of go on this table. So, and then my rubbing alcohol, so I can go through cleaning that again with the acetone. I'll show you the rubbing alcohol. So I got the rubbing alcohol, and then we're gonna go through and clean that up a little bit more and everything. So just, yeah, getting everything prepped. I'm learning. Oh, got a awl to help me line up the holes. I might show you how I use that. I saw it in the video that Vans did and liked their idea. So I went out and got me a awl and everything. Got my rivets out. Pieces, just getting everything, you're gonna learn it's like baking a cake. You're going to learn that, swing this around here. We're going to learn that, mise en place. It's a term that we use in cooking. It's called mise en place. It means get everything out and get everything ready to go. And so that way you're not fumbling around when you need certain things. So, yep. So I'm going to get the skin cleaned up, and then we'll proceed to get this laid out. I think I'm going to do 30 grams. It's 10-to-1, so 30 grams and 3 of the activator. 30 grams of the goop and then 3 grams of the activator, and that will give me my 10-to-1 ratio and should be enough. I believe when we left it off, when I did it before, it was, I think I determined 20-to-1, but I want to have a little bit extra and everything starting out, because it's been a while. It's been 2 months since I've done this last. So yeah, airplane's going overhead. So all right, so enough of that. I gotta get to work. I gotta get some cleaning if we ever want to get this thing done. All right, YouTube, we got one in. I would say it took me about an hour to get the one in. So we got all the rivets done, but more importantly, we got all the ProSeal in all the way around. It is messy. Not much you can do about that. Got the fillets done. If you look here, just using the light to kind of help here, but got the fillet down there and then got the fillet going up the side here. So I made up 2 batches. So I found that 30 grams will allow you to do the piece and then to run a bead for your fillets. And then you're gonna need to mix up an additional 10 grams. You probably get away with 5. This is the additional 10 grams right here. and that allows you to seal your rivet heads using the straw. And there's a really great video that Vans, there's one there I'll probably touch up again. There's a really great video that Vans puts out talking about how to do this. And so there's no reason for me to show you a video. I'll just show you the results of my work, so I keep track of it. But yeah, Vans has a really great video on how to actually do the fuel tank. And that's the guidance that I'm doing. One of the things I did notice, you got to be careful when filling in, and I'll show you over here on an actual rib. So see these ribs? So they're fluted. They're fluted just like, you know, so that they line up straight. So you put them straight, you know, we've done fluting before. But see these little peaks and valleys? You have to make sure that you get good flow of the ProSeal out of those, because obviously that can be an entry point. And you also have to make sure, going back over to the point, oh, gotta grab my light. But see the peaks and valleys in there? You have to make sure that you get the ProSeal up in there. And so that's critical. Not kind of critical, it is critical. So yeah, so just make sure you get it. See, I'm looking at it and I can see that all of those peaks and valleys are full of ProSeal, which is what we're looking for. And yeah, it's not pretty. It will never be pretty. Everybody I talk to that does ProSealing says it is a mess, and it is. There's no doubt about it. You will get ProSeal everywhere. So just make sure that you have the proper clean. Now, on the outside of the skin, I used just alcohol. And as far as cleaning up my material, this stuff, I use the acetone and everything. So less aggressive on the outside. Obviously, I don't want that acetone to seep inside that joint, right? So yeah, that's about it. So we got one done. It took me about an hour per rib. You have about 30 minutes to 45 minutes of work time on your ProSeal. That's why I'm saying don't mix up all 40 grams. Mix up the 30 that you need to get the rib in, and then the additional 10 to finish it off. It's just the way it is. There's not much, no way around it. If you try to mix it anymore, like this is about 30 minutes right here, and you can see, I mean, it's still pretty gooey, and yes, it can be used, but it's starting to kick. And right now it's about 52 degrees here in the shop. In Florida, if it was in the 70s or 80s, that would have already kicked. There's no doubt about it. So, yep. So 30 grams of ProSeal to do the rib is what it took me, and an additional 10, probably 5 to do, but I just did 10 to do that extra piece, so that way I can get these rivet heads covered. And the way you do that, basically you just dip your straw. I use straws. Vans uses a tube. Dip it in there, goop it on. So it's gooped. Go to your rivet. And in this case, I want to do that one and just kind of twirl it on there. It'd help if I show you. So just put it on there and twirl it on there. And that's how you seal a rivet head. So yep. So I see one or two other ones here. I'll do this one while we're here. And actually, this is better as it starts to kick for this process that I'm doing here, because it makes it a little bit more stiffer. ProSeal's pretty stiff to begin with. I'm gonna have to switch hands here. Can I do it without getting this on my phone? Oh, what a move. You just kind of dip it on there and then kind of twirl it around. And that seals that head. So that's how you do it. And like I said, Vans has a really great video on their website, so there's no reason in duplicating it. Professionally done. So the amateur stuff. But all right, there's a couple more I want to just kind of go over, but I just wanted to share that with you.